drives me crazy. I know that now. It's got to be that English woman and her husband. But why? Why?
Are you talking to me, Dad?
No, Warren, I wasn't. I was just talking to myself. Okay, surely that is okay in the Lockridge Asylum?
Sure, Dad, no problem. Just take it easy, okay?
Yeah, sure, Warren. I just don't like being caught acting crazy, even though I'm feeling that way myself these days.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I haven't been much help to you. But you got to be feeling pretty good about the man of Lockridge.
In what?
Well, all you people seem to be saying it's shifted again. It looks like we'll be able to dive back down to it.
What do you mean, we?
We? As in us? You know, I've been getting pretty psyched about the whole thing. You know, I'm looking forward to being a part of the whole search and discovery mission. And I really like the idea of being able to pin the fact on the Capwells that they were responsible for sinking our ship.
Warren, why don't you just forget about the Amanda Lockridge for a while?
Yeah, but Dad, I thought that was
Warren, I want you to tell me something right now, okay? I want you to explain to me why you stole from the Capwells. And specifically, why you took only Sophia's stuff, only the coins.
I don't want to talk about it, Dad.
Well, we're going to talk about it, Warren.
Can't we just drop it?
No.
I thought when I got those coins back to you, that'd be the end of it.
Well, it wasn't. Now, I want the answer, Warren. Now. Tell me now.
Okay, look, I knew you'd been seeing Sophia.
Would you explain that exactly?
Look, I found out that you and Sophia were seeing each other back then.
Oh, so you heard some rumors, so you believe that they were true?
Dad, I'm not the only one who knew. Channing Jr. knew about it way before I did. Matter of fact, he said he was going to expose the whole thing.
Go on.
Look, I was a lot younger then. It just really upset me that you were cheating on Mom, giving gifts to Sophia. All right, so she's dead and the whole thing's over. I still couldn't stand it. Channing wasn't about to let it die either. Dad, I just figured the only thing I could do was get those coins out of the Capwell house. At least that way they wouldn't be able to connect the two of you together.
Warren, why didn't you tell me that this bothered you that way?
Oh, why didn't I tell you? Dad, I was maybe 19 years old. Come on.
I didn't realize there was a mandatory age at which it's okay to tell your father that something has upset you.
That's not the point. Just suppose I'd come to you and said, hey, Dad, I understand you're getting it on with Sophia Capwell and people are beginning to find out. What do you think that would have gotten me, huh?
I don't know.
Look, the result would have been the same. Dad, you've never discussed your private life with me, and I sure didn't want anybody else to find out about it. So I took the coins.
That was the only reason?
Oh, yeah, that was the only reason.
I'm very sorry that I yelled at you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Listen, when you talked about this whole thing with Channing, did you discuss anything about Sophia? Anything more about her?
There was no point, Dad. That was more than enough.
All right.
Obviously, I cared more about your marriage than you did.
Warren, you don't understand all the circumstances.
You're still not going to talk to me about it, are you? I guess maybe there is a mandatory age. But I'm too old to care about it, huh?
All right. Right, it's true. I did see Sophia. It was a long time ago. I did give her the coins. I gave them to her then. And I'm going to take them back to her today.
Dad, what are you talking about? Sophia Capwell is dead.
I know.
Come back. I know he's to come back and look for me. I've got to be gone.
When I was looking through the window into the study before Joe and the other man came in, I just got there. At first, I first saw Channing on the floor, dead. When he was dead, there was
what?
Someone else in the room. Another person.
There was another person in the room with Channing before Joe got there?
Yeah, man. He was hiding. But I saw him.
Peter, who was it? Who was it?
Mason.
What? I didn't hear you, Peter.
I wish Mason was here.
Will you go on, finish what you were saying? There was someone else in the room. Who was it?
Yeah, it was Mason.
Mason? Mason was in the room with you?
Mason.
Peter, do you know what you're saying? Okay, tell me one more time. Who did you see?
Mason. And there was a bookcase. He disappeared. I know.
My God, he's dead!
I should think that you would want that for him.
I want Brandon to have the best.
But you object to his living with me.
Inside the Capwell domain? Yes, because you're keeping him from me.
I give you my word, I am not trying to poison anyone's mind against you. Nor am I going to influence Brandon or Gina.
Well, thank you very much. Are you going to keep your word this time?
I always keep my word. Please, let's stop being adversaries.
Look, don't do this. We're fighting about my son. This is a very difficult matter.
Santana, there are certain givens here. Brandon is a Capwell. He's the future of the family. Whatever it takes to prepare him to take that place is best for him.
You sound as if you're his new father or something.
Well, what's wrong with that? I am his grandfather.
Yes, his grandfather, but not his father. Why don't you act like that? You know, what happens if Gina meets another man and decides to remarry?
I'll congratulate her, and then buy them an expensive wedding present.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you will. Are you willing to let go of Brandon's life, too? Are you going to allow them to move away, for instance?
Of course I will.
I don't think it's possible for you to let go of him that easily, just as it is hard for me, too, right now.
Unlike you, I am not a possessive person.
Oh, you know, you sound just like you did with Channing Jr.
I love Channing, and he loved me. I had great plans for him.
That was Channing. I don't want you to run Brandon's life the same way.
Santana, it doesn't matter what you want or don't want. I'm going to do everything I can for him. I look at that boy and I see a true Capwell. He's got everything it takes to be a success, and I'm going to see to it that he goes as far as he can. My blood is running in his veins, and I will always be a part of his life.
It scares me to hear you say something like that.
None of my children had the same drive or ambition that Channing had, but I see a glimmer of that in Channing's son. I know Channing wants me to raise Brandon and lead him down the same path that he was going to take.
Cece, would you just listen to yourself?
Why? I'm not saying anything wrong.
It's as if you are obsessed with the whole situation.
Yes, I am. That's how strongly I feel about this. Santana, you may be his biological mother, but I am not going to allow you to shape his life or his destiny. As far as I'm concerned, you're an interested bystander, and that is all.
You make remarks like that to me, and you expect us to still remain to be friends?
No. I can only hope so. But if it proves impossible...
For God's sake, Mason, he's dying. Will you call somebody? Ring the buzzer.
Get out of the way.
He's in cardiac arrest. Call Code Blue.
Code Blue!
Give me an amber bag. Let's get him ventilated. Come on.
All right, let me at him. I'll take over. I want epinephrine, 1 amp, and an amp of sodium bicarb.
Mason, is it true what Peter said? Were you in the room with Channing?
Get some calcium chloride on board. Atropine, 10 milligrams. Move it. Good, that's better. All right, arm the machine. Let's clear it out in here. We need some room to work.
Mason, please tell me what I'm thinking is false.
It is absolutely false.
I don't believe you. I think Peter's telling the truth. He's on his deathbed. He knows he's dying.
I don't care. He lied.
All right, clear. Better get a second line going.
He's still in B-fib. Miss Capwell, you shouldn't be here. We better get you back to
No,
your
I want to
room.
stay and find out what's going to happen to him.
We're doing
please.
everything we can. I'll let you know. Come on.
I want everyone out of this room who does not belong here. All right, stand back. We're going to try this again. Clear.
Mr. Capwell, you'll have to leave.
No, I have to be here. Do you understand?
I'm afraid we're losing him. I'm afraid we're losing him.
Don't give up. Don't stop trying.
Come on, once more.
That's it, once more.
Clear. I need him alive.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Do you know what happened to the couple that lived here?
Couple? There was no couple, just a man alone.
No, there was a couple. A man with a beard and a lady, she was English.
No, you're mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken.
Are you sure you've got the right floor?
Yeah, I got the right floor and the right room.
Well, maybe a woman visited here occasionally. I suppose that sort of thing is sort of normal, isn't it? But I know for a fact that a man lived in this apartment by himself.
Well, the woman I was speaking of seemed blonde and slender and had a heavy British accent.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I've never seen anyone like that.
Well, she said that her husband had gone out for a while. I just saw her not long ago. Had gone out and...
I can't imagine who you heard this from. Maybe someone is playing a joke on you. Well, I just know that you're misinformed.
Hey, Warren.
Hi.
Oh, come on in. Let's go to the kitchen.
No, look, I can't. I gotta get on back to the house. I got a lot of stuff to do there, and then I gotta get to the hospital and see Kelly.
Well, I thought you said you were going to stay longer.
Look, I'd love to, Lakin, but, I can't do it today.
Ted, it isn't that you can't. It's that you don't want to, right? I think I know why.
Lakin...
Ted, it doesn't have anything to do with you going back home or you going to see Kelly. It's because of Warren, isn't it? It's because he's here.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No, it isn't.
Somebody mentioned my name?
Yes. I'd like to know what is going on. I am sick and tired of all this.
Tired of what?
Whatever it is that is going on between the two of you. Look, I know something happened. And I think it happened about the time that the earthquake started. Am I right?
I don't know what you mean. What have you been telling her, huh?
I didn't tell her anything.
No, he hasn't. But one of you is going to. I love both of you, and I can't stand this. Whatever the problem is, I want it worked out. Let's bring it out in the open and talk about it and get it over with.
Look, there's nothing wrong.
Look, I can tell you what part of the problem is.
What?
You're my sister, and I want what's best for you. This guy is not it.
That is my choice to make.
Yeah, well, maybe you made it too fast. All right? Do you understand that? I mean, you know, it really breaks on me that you guys have gotten so serious. I thought this was a case of puppy love, and it might blow over. Obviously, it's gotten a little more serious than that.
It always has been, Warren. I love Ted. I love him so much, and I want you to like him, or at least accept him. I want our whole family to accept him.
Look, just drop it, Lakin, please.
No!
It's not going to do any good.
I'm not going to drop it until this thing is settled. I'm so sick and tired of this whole family feud between our families.
Well, you think I like it?
You're driving me crazy, Ted. No, I don't think you like it. But you sure aren't helping things by holding this armed truce with Warren.
Yeah, well, I didn't start it.
Then what did? Are you upset because my family's trying to prove something about that old ship? Is that it? My God, Ted, that is ancient history. What difference does it make? I love you. I don't care if some capitalist sank it. You didn't sink it. I don't like it that my dad and Warren are trying to prove that the capitalists were responsible for it.
Look, Lincoln, I'm not going to sit around and listen to more
Warren,
of this,
don't
all right?
go anywhere.
Look, you don't understand this, and you never will, okay? So just forget about it. If you want this guy, you can have him. Just don't try to force him on me, okay?
Warren!
Just drop it!
I don't understand this.
I'm sorry. I know it's tough. You know, the trouble is you don't realize how tough it is for Warren and I to be friends.
But it shouldn't be.
You're so wonderful. You want everybody to love each other and be so happy. Wish it all could be. Lakin, I love you.
I love you too. But I am just as mad at you as I am at Warren. Ted, you're hanging on to this feud and adding to it.
Well, I don't mean to.
Then stop it. If you don't take sides, then I promise I won't either. It's the only way we're going to survive. Ted, please don't do this to us.
Better hang it up. I'm afraid we've lost him. I'm sorry, Mr. Capwell. We did everything we could.
You son of a...
Doctor!
I don't believe it. I don't understand. What does it mean?
He's responding. His friend's heart has started to beat.
Trust me, my brother. He's the assistant district attorney in Santa Barbara. He'll help you find your parents.
How's he going to do that?
Well, he'll just get all the police together and have them go out and look for him.
All the cops in Santa Barbara?
Well, practically. He's got a lot of influence. He's a very big man, you know.
Hey, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, well, we've had a busy day. Matt, this is Cruz Castillo. Cruz, this is Matt Powell.
How you doing, man?
Hanging in there.
Good to hear it. Yeah, I've been a step behind you two for hours. I followed you to Matt's house, and then to where his dad works, and then to where his mom works.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I saw you on TV with this handsome guy and made me jealous. I figured I better get right over here, help you find his parents right away.
You the fuzz?
No, he's not the fuzz. He has no connection to the police, except he's better than they are.
Now, don't start on me.
No, Cruz, you better be happy he's on your side. You know, he can find anybody, strange people in strange places and all that.
My folks aren't so strange.
I just mean he's kind of a specialist. Aren't you, Mr. Castillo?
I try to do my bit, Miss Capwell. I guess that's all any of us can do, right? Man is our best, huh?
You know something? You both sound a lot like my folks do sometimes. You sure you aren't married?
Us?
We're sure.
Yeah, no, Cruz and I, we have what you might call a special relationship.
Yeah, I guess that's as good a way as any to describe it. Anyway, you got two of us on your side now, man. That's not too shabby, huh?
Kelly,
It's Lockridge.
feeling better?
Yeah, I'm getting better, I guess.
Yeah. Your father was very worried about you. Your whole family was worried about
I'll be all right. It's a tough time, wasn't it?
you. Yeah. A lot of people worse off than us, though, I guess. Take a while for Santa Barbara to get back to normal.
Sure it will. Do you have any damage?
Relatively little.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Kelly, I need your help in something.
Help in what?
I have to find out who the person was who was wheeling you out in the corridor earlier.
I'm sorry. Who?
It was a man, he had a beard on, and he was dressed in black. He was pushing a wheelchair.
Oh, it's just a friend, Dominic. Why?
Dominic who?
I don't know his last name. Just someone I met through Joe.
Is he a friend of Joe's?
Well, he was Joe's alibi for the shooting of my brother 5 years ago. You remember the testimony at the trial? That there was someone else in the room with Channing? Well, that person was Dominic.
But he didn't come forward in the trial.
No. He couldn't for some reason. But I'm not sure why.
Do you know if he's married?
Married?
Well, yeah. I met someone who said that she was his wife.
I don't know. Mr. Lockridge, why are you asking me all these questions?
I'm sorry, sir. These aren't visiting hours.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just visiting Miss Capwell.
Are you family?
No.
Then I'm sorry, you'll have to leave. It's time for her medication.
Okay, yeah. Kelly, I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Continue filming.
No, he lost both his parents. Well, he didn't lose them, he just kind of misplaced them. Just a second. What's your dad look like?
Looks like my dad.
Yeah, but, do you know how tall he is?
Oh, about so high.
Eden?
See, to get the right couple, you're going to have to give a little bit better description.
I saw you come in.
Hang on a second.
I'm sorry, I saw you were tied up, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had to apologize for accusing you.
Trying to drive you crazy?
I now know that it was someone else.
Who?
I don't know exactly who.
I'm sure you'll find out.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you realized it wasn't me.
The sweater is very nice. I like it.
Thank you. It's my mother's. I still have a few things left that... I love it.
Maybe.
Lionel, there's something I want you to understand about me.
There's a lot that I would like to understand about you.
In particular, that I am not a mirror image of my mother. I am a woman in my own right, to be appreciated as Eden, not as Sophia.
I can appreciate you as Eden, but I'm sure that Sophia would be proud of you.
Thank you. I'd like to know more about her. In particular, I want to know the truth about something.
About what?
It's obvious that you did, even though you won't admit it, that you had an affair with my mother. You implied that she taught you a lot about love. I know. I'm sure that you were the aggressor. I'm sure you seduced her. Am I right?
Hey, yourself! Look at you! You're sitting up! Give me a hug.
Hi. I'm gonna be getting out of here before you know it.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, you're looking pretty good.
Yeah, sure. You know, Peter's room is on this floor.
Yeah, I know. In fact, I passed by his room. Everybody's talking about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say he's getting stronger this evening and might just make it through.
It's incredible.
It is. I'm telling you, this guy, he was actually medically dead for a couple of minutes, and then I don't know, they just got it going again.
You know it. I was there.
You were?
Yeah, he had a cardiac arrest and his heart had stopped. I was sitting right there. I saw the whole thing. Listen, I want you to do something for me right now.
Yeah.
I want you to go find Mason and tell him to come see me. He is to come right away.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can find him. Why, what's wrong?
Well, it has to do with something Peter had said before I thought he'd died. And Mason was in the room the whole time.
What did he say?
I can't tell you. I want Mason to tell everyone now. Will you go find him? And tell him it is very important that he comes right now.
Okay.
All right?
Whatever you say, Kel.
He's still critical.
You want to keep him on a respirator?
Yes, absolutely. In his weakened condition, we can't take any chances.
His color's a lot better.
His vital signs are better than they've been in the last 2 days. It is miraculous that his heart started up again.
Will he make it? You gonna be okay?
Let's just say his chances are better than any time since he's been in here.
Thank God. Thank you, Doctor.
Mason, how's Peter?
Holding on. It looks like he may live.
Oh, no one thought he would.
No.
I have someone I want you to meet. Here.
I'm sorry, Eden. I don't have time to talk to him.
Mason, I heard that Peter may pull through.
So it seems.
That's incredible. They were so sure he wouldn't.
Yes, it's remarkable.
Mason, I was just in with Kelly. She just told me to find you. She wants to talk to you right away.
Is she all right?
Oh, no. She's fine. She just wants to talk to Mason. I don't know. She says it's really important.
Well, I can't talk to her now.
Well, Mason, she sent me to find you.
Yeah, and you found me, but I don't have time to talk to her now.
Mason, she says it's very important.
I have other things to do. I'll talk to her when it's convenient. In the meantime, you better brace yourselves. I have some rather startling news.
What's that?
When Peter thought he was dying, he made a kind of confession. He told Kelly and me that Joe Perkins wasn't the one who killed Channing.
What? You're kidding.
He was standing outside the study window and he saw Joe Perkins come into the room. But Channing was already dead.
You mean somebody else killed Channing?
Looks that way. You two excuse me.
Mason, you think Peter was telling the truth?
He believed he was dying. Men on their deathbeds generally tell the truth.
I don't understand it. You mean he has known about this all this time and didn't tell anyone? He let me, all of us, believe that Joe Perkins was guilty? I was the one that made sure that he went to jail. And you and I, Mason, we made sure that justice was done, didn't we?
We had no other choice. We believed he was guilty.
Kelly found out that he wasn't, though. She was right. We were wrong. Mason, did Peter say anything else? What he saw?
No.
Suzanne Schultz, come to the nurse's station. Suzanne Schultz, come to the nurse's station.
Dear God, what's happening? Please be there.
Oh, Gina, hang on a second. Let me get the phone.
Sure, everything happens all at once.
Yeah, it seems that way. Come on in. Hello?
Well, Santana, good you're there.
Oh, Mason. Are you all right?
I need to see you. Can I come see you tonight, please?
What's wrong?
I just need to be with you tonight. I think I need it more than I've ever needed anything.
I was so surprised when Cece insisted we stay in the house. I mean, I was pleased, but surprised. I tried to say no, but he wouldn't listen. No, he just wouldn't listen.
Well, it's much better than having to move into an apartment, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. It's absolute luxury. Brandon and I are so lucky. You know, I'd like to know more about Cece, the man. You've known him for a long time now, haven't you?
Yes. He's a very complex, difficult person. Actually, I don't think I know much about him myself.
I think he's fascinating. And he's so strong. There's such energy for an older man, you know? I wonder why he never married again after Sophia died. I mean, she's been dead now for a long, long time now, isn't that right?
Yes, I know. I guess he felt he never met anyone that measured up to her. We never really talked much about Sophia.
Santana, if it's painful to you to speak about CC or the Capwells, you don't have to.
Gina, you know, I really don't think I can be much help to you.
Well, it's just that I'm going to be moving in with all those people and, well, I want them to like us. I want for us to fit in. You still have feelings for him, don't you?
To tell you the truth, I don't know if I do or I don't. I don't think so. As a matter of fact, the situation is over. Right now, the trick is just to be civil to one another, you know?
I don't know how to put this, but I didn't have anything to do with the breakup with CC. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything like that to you.
Gina, believe me, you had nothing to do with it.
Well, good, because I don't want anything to spoil our friendship. You've been so good to Brandon and me, and I wouldn't want to be the cause of your getting hurt.
Gina, I'm a big girl now, and I have learned to protect myself.
That's what we all think until we meet our Achilles heel.
You know, Gina, I am really exhausted. I would love to just get into a hot bath and get a good night's sleep.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
I just feel like I know you well enough to be able to say that to you.
Well, yes, you can. You can run me out whenever you want. Thanks for everything. Now, you have a good rest, you hear?
Okay. Listen, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Will you say hi to Brandon for me?
Sure I will. Night.
Thanks. Cece is doing everything to keep me away from Brandon. There isn't anything I can do about it. I just can't let that happen.
I don't even know how to begin apologizing for a mistake of this magnitude. It cost a man 5 years of his life, his reputation. I was so sure, everyone was so sure, that Joe Perkins was guilty.
Daddy, I testified against him.
I know, but you found out the truth, and you believed in his innocence long before we did. And then, Kitten, for you and I to have such a bitter argument over it. You don't know what a shock this has been to me, honey.
Yeah, well, I feel the same way.
Look, we all do. How do you think I felt when I first found out? You know? Hey, where's Mason?
Well, I found him and I told him what you said.
Where is he?
Well, he said he couldn't come right now. He had other things to do, but he'd see you when he had some time. Look, Kelly, I'm sorry. I tried my best.
You know Mason. He doesn't like to be summoned.
Yeah, but he knew how important this was. And he's going to have to talk to me sooner or later. He can't avoid me forever.
Why should he want to avoid you?
Because he has some things he doesn't want to talk about.
Well, is there anything I can do to help him?
No, thanks, Daddy. This is something only Mason can handle, I think. But thanks for stopping by and seeing me.
All right. Now, I want you to get well, and I want you to do everything that they tell you to. I want you out of here as soon as possible.
You don't as much as I do. But tell everybody hi.
Okay. Ted, you coming?
Yeah.
You can stick around for a minute, Ted, if you want.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, I'll see you at home.
So long, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Look, I'm really sorry about Mason.
It's all right. Look, I wanted to ask you about Warren. Did you find out anything when you followed him around that day of the earthquake?
Oh, no, I didn't. Not what I wanted to know. But I know he was hiding something. Because I tracked him to this cave. But, well, that's when the earthquake hit.
And he saved your life, yeah?
Yeah.
Seems kind of awful to suspect him of anything after he did that.
But I'm sure he is guilty of something. I mean, at the very least, he is guilty of stealing those coins from us. But maybe there's even more. But, yeah, I'm not feeling so happy about being suspicious of Warren.
Is it because of Lakin?
Yeah. I just don't want it to hurt what we've got going between us. I mean, I know she can tell that there's something wrong, and I just can't tell what it is. I mean, she's really upset at me, Kelly, and I love her.
Oh, look, I know you do. And I feel terrible because I know there are going to be a lot of problems for you.
Well, I'm not going to let that happen. There just can't be any more problems.
A man and a woman have taken up your cause. Why are they doing it? What are they trying to get from me, Sophia? A confession to a cold-blooded murder? That isn't the way it happened. Dear God, it was an accident. You know that. You know I never meant it. Sophia, look what I brought you. Remember these coins? When I gave them to you? Well, now I brought them back, Sophia. It's coming full circle. And then, what was that? 6 o'clock, where's the time gone? Gaddafi said it. 6 o'clock, where have the years gone? Well, at least I'm glad to know that it wasn't Eden who was trying to drive me crazy. Oh, Sophia, Eden is a very, very special young woman.
Yeah, she is like her mother, Lionel. She's very special, and you're not going to have either of us. And I'm going to make sure that you're not going to continue to see me.
Ted Michael's here.
Yes? Why?
Come on in.
Hi, Capitol. Hi, so what's happening? A little trouble, maybe. Look, I wanted to talk to you in Lakin. I've been sweating this one out. I made the call to the Frisky business outfit. You did? Look, I don't know if you guys are involved, but if you are, you better watch out. Well, let's say if, we were involved, why should we watch out? Because Bottoms put me up to it. Bottoms is out to get you, Ted. Well, that's nothing new. I'm just trying to warn you. If you're into anything illegal and he can pin it on you, he will. He wants to kick you out of school. Well, he's told me that much. Look, he's the one who's going to show up for that reservation, so you better keep an eye out.
It was very nice of you to come over here and tell us, Michael.
I feel rotten about letting him, or having him coerce me into making that phone call. I'm sorry, but you guys, look, be careful, all right? And watch out.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
Mike.
What are we going to do?
We're just going to put it out of our minds right now. Tomorrow we'll think about Bottoms.
I'm glad you came back.
Well, I had to. Look, Lakin, I have to do a little apologizing on my own. Ever since I left, I've been really upset because you've been so upset.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I mean, I've been the jerk. I mean, ever since this dumb earthquake, it's scrambled my brains or something. Lakin, I don't care about this Capitol-Lockridge feud either, and I don't care about who sank whose ship. All I do care about is that I love you. And that I want to spend Thanksgiving Day with you.
Ted.
So you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You're wonderful and I love you.
Now listen, we mustn't let anything like this ever come between us again, okay?
Okay.
We've got to make a sacred pact that we won't.
Yes, we do. Let's do it now.
Okay. Thanks.
Am I alive?
Yes, you're alive, Mr. Flint. And you're very lucky.
It's the truth, telling the truth that kept me alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth that's ruined my life. I'm going to bring others down with me.
Mr. Flint, you shouldn't be talking so much.
Am I going to make it? Am I? I have to. I have to tell more of the truth.
I'm sorry. Are you sure you're feeling all right?
Oh, yeah. I think so. I think I feel stronger all the time.
Hi.
Hiya. It's good to be here.
Well, I'm glad to see you, too.
You are lovely.
So are you. You know, sometimes I need to see someone that likes me, someone that cares about me, that's on my side.
Well, that's me.
Hey, do you want a drink? I am having wine, but you can have something stronger if you like.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need it.
How about scotch? I remember you like scotch neat.
That's right.
Man that drinks scotch should smoke pipes and have tweed jackets with suede patches on the sleeve and have dogs running next to them. You know what I'm going to get you? I am going to get you a retriever, Mason.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Nothing. Have a scotch.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
With me?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Everything. But I just can't stand to talk about me anymore. Hey, when you called me, you said you needed to see me. You sounded terrible.
Yeah, I felt terrible when I called.
How about now?
Now I just feel awful. Guess that's an improvement.
Hey, tell me what's wrong. I want to help. I really do.
I can't. I wish I could.
Me too. I can't talk about it either. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess we both just needed to be with someone tonight.
Well, we have each other, don't we?
Yes, and I'm glad. Tell me something truthfully.
Of course.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I do. You trust me?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
You're in trouble, aren't you?
Kind of.
You know, I really do care about you. You've been very good to me.
I had to come here. There wasn't any place else I could go.
Well, I'm glad you did. I need you to.